Okay, awesome.
Okay.
So, hi everyone. My name is Avramis.
I am Reino. We are from Tradepedia. This is my boss, the CEO of Tradepedia, Mr. Avramis Despotis.
And my chief instructor of all Africa.
Hope you guys are doing well. And I've had the privilege to read Mr. Avramis' book after 40 years of being in the industry. He finally came out with the blueprint for becoming a successful trader, and it's called No One Listens to the Guru.
Ooh. And I think we can have the slide at the back when the guys manage. Yes. Okay. So, but let's start because the timer is running, Reino.
Okay. So, Mr. Avramis, why no one listens to the Guru? Why that title?
Well, we should ask the guys here. But the simple truth is that no one listens to the Guru. Yes, I mean, it doesn't matter how many times I tell you not to do something. What are you going to do? You are going to go and do it, yes. So we have a whole book there that no one's going to listen to. Well, at least not the first time.
Yes, correct. And I mean, I have read many trading books, in a very objective way, and most of them will give you methods and tralala, tralala, but I haven't read a book quite that is so precise, that is very transparent and gives you a real clear picture on how to become successful. It's basically taking all the puzzle pieces that you knew, putting them together, but also adding a couple of pieces that you didn't know actually existed. And, when we go through the book here, one of the first things that you always mention is trading with the trend. And as you go through the book, you always say something, you got to have the mindset of forever.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the forever mindset is actually my favorite part in the book, yes? Okay, and I will very quickly explain it. So we know that statistically, mathematically, empirically, a trend is more likely to continue than to reverse, yes? Okay? We all know that. And so what's the logical thing to do when you have an uptrend? What's the logical thing to do? Every time it comes down, you buy. Every time it comes down, you buy, right? Okay, what do you guys do? It's an uptrend, it comes down. What's the logical thing to do? To buy, right? But what do you say? Oh, come on, Avrami. I didn't buy there. I didn't buy there. I didn't buy there. I'm going to buy here. Here it's going to go down. And you sell. And then the market goes up, margin call, stop loss, all these nice things that you are very familiar with. Okay? And then the market comes down again. What's the logical thing to do? What's the logical thing to do? Buy. What do you do? Oh, come on. I didn't buy there. I didn't buy there. I didn't buy there. I didn't buy there. I'm going to buy here. Here it's going to go down, right? And you sell. And then the market goes up, margin call, blah, 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 and so on. And I promise you, the day you decide to buy is the day the market is going to collapse, right?
I have experience that is 100% true. Now, Avramis, when I read your book, you go through the method side of things, and yes, you have the forever mindset with trading with the trend. But actually, as I read through the book, one of your favorite signals to take, it's called the wave entry. Now, if you guys don't know what it is, buy the book, you will know it. But the wave entry, it's only 35% correct. Now, that's not very good, to be honest. Why is that your favorite method or signal to take?
Yeah, indeed. That's a very interesting question. Thank you, Reino. Okay, so let me do this. Let me explain it like this. So, guys, I have a method that is 99% accurate, yes? Okay, fully automated, fully algorithmic, and I will sell it to you. and I am so certain that the method is 99% accurate, I will do this agreement with you. You pay me $1 million for the method, and I will deposit $2 million in any bank in the world with the guarantee that if the method is not 99% accurate, you get the 2 million. Do you accept? Yeah? Hey, take your checkbook. Okay, so you know what the issue is? You bought a method that is 99% accurate, but loses money. Yes? It's the very well-known martingale scalping, blah, blah, blah. Yes? So what's the problem with this method? The 99 times it wins, let's say, $1. Yes? So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. The one time it loses, minus 1,000. Then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then minus 1,000, right? Do you see what I'm drawing here? A nice downtrend. And this is the profit and loss chart of every scalper out there. Yes? Okay? So then you say my favorite method is 35% accurate. Yeah, who cares? Do you know what happens with that method? You take many, many, many small losses, big wins. Many, many, many small losses, big wins. Do you see what I'm drawing here? A beautiful uptrend in your profit and loss, right? But that's a bit difficult to handle in your mind, isn't it? Yes? Okay? But more about how we use that in the book that is finally here. No one listens to the guru. All right.
And I know, you know, we do many seminars, teach many clients, and especially for the beginners, your account does look something like this. You are very fixated on accuracy, but you have big losers, small winners, and that unfortunately does not make you money, right, in the long run. So I've got a psychological, well, I studied psychology, so I've got the psychology background. Unfortunately, not that it really helps you much in trading. Yes, I've done counseling. I tried to help people back in the day. But when it comes to trading, psychology is a big piece of the puzzle. When I read through your book, Avramis mentioned something about feeding the beast. Okay, now when we talk about trader psychology, we have two sides in our mind. We got the conscious one and we got the crazy mind, right? The crazy mind is way stronger than your conscious mind. And that is the beast. That is the one that makes you move your stop loss. That is the one that makes you make the impulsive trade. The one that makes you add to losing positions. Now, how do you counter that beast? How do you contain it? And funnily enough, and this is what I found very exciting, is that in the book, it actually says you need to feed that beast, right? Because everybody is human, okay? We are not robots, so we give in to our impulses. And one of the ways, what you talked about, is to feed it a little bit. So the market is trending up, right? And as Avramis says, the right thing to do is to buy. But now the market has extended. It's gone, 261.8. It has extended.
It's gold reaching 3,500.
Yes, reaching 3,500. And I mean, every trader, yes, you've made money on the upside, but you are itching to make more money, so you want to short it, right? But it goes against the whole principle of forever, right? Now, if you do not feed the beast in terms of, okay, you know what? I am going to take the trade, but I'm not going to trade, or I'm not going to risk the 5% or the 2% or whatever you want to risk. You risk something very small. So essentially, you are taking the trade, whether you make money or not, it's besides the point. If you get stopped out, you don't lose much. It's no big deal. If it goes for you, you make some money, fine. But by feeding the beast, you kind of stop it from turning into a monster that's really going to take out your account. But there's another method, because this might not be enough to stop the beast from turning into a monster. And this is where you talk about something we call the firewall.
Yes, so that's the final paradox and the final line of defense, yes? Okay, so trading is very simple, guys. It's extremely simple, okay? You don't need fancy indicators, you just need the price and follow the trend, right? Okay, now we have many tools to help us identify the trend, but if you dress it down, you just need to follow the trend, right? Okay, look at gold, for example. It's been going up forever, right? So, or Bitcoin, if you trade Bitcoin, it's making new highs, it's going up forever. So all you have to do, every time it comes down, you buy. Every time it comes down, you buy. For how long? Forever. Very good. Okay, so why am I saying forever? Because I want to put an instruction in your subconscious mind that if the trend is going to continue going up forever, how dare you short it? Yeah? It's going to continue going up forever. Why do you short it? Well, that's because of the crazy mind, yes? It's gone too much up. Yes? It's going to go down now, right? Yeah? So what do? You sell. Okay. Now, because as Reino said, we are humans and we cannot control it. When you feel like going against the trend, I mean, for example, I bought gold at 2,500, yes? I sold it at 3,300, okay? I made $800 profit, right? And I was itching. I want to short it now. Because at the end of the day, why did I take profit? Because I believe it's going to go down, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken profit. So I go short. And I hit a stop loss. Okay, but the key was I was not trading to make money. I was trading to feed the monster, to feed the beast. So I only risked $30. So I made 800 and gave back 30. You got me? So the beast is there. It's in the cage and it's starving and it wants to come out and eat you, yes? And no matter how much discipline you have, if you go to Tibet and become a monk, yes, okay, the monster never goes away. It's there, okay? And the more you starve it, what happens? The stronger it becomes, yes? And then it's going to come out and destroy everything. That's why I have seen many of you putting, I don't know, 5,000, making it 50,000 in a month, and then losing it all in a day. Yes? Correct? Yeah, okay. So you have to feed the monster to keep it calm, yes? You cannot kill the monster. You can't. So what do? You give it something to eat so that it stays calm, right? Because if you starve it, you know what happens. Okay? So this is the feeding the beast part.
Yes.
And then we have one more part. Because even this, you are going to mess up, I promise you. Yes? We are humans. We cannot control our emotions all the time, yes? So you have to admit it. Now, how exactly we use the feeding the beast and how much you feed it is a very big subject of money management, and of course you will find it in the book, yes? So now I'm going to touch on a small part of the psychology of the book, okay? And this part is called the firewall method. So when I used to work in a bank in a galaxy far away many years ago, I had my stop loss limit for the day, for the week, for the month, and for the year, yes? So let's say I was allowed to lose 10,000 a day, Goes more, but let's say 10,000. Okay. You know what happened when I lost the 10,000? They locked me out of the computer. Yeah. So I couldn't go crazy. I couldn't do revenge trading. They just locked me out of the computer. I couldn't trade. Couldn't, even if I wanted to, I couldn't trade, right? Same thing if I lost my weekly limit. Yes? Go home. Come back next week. No trading for you. And this gives you the time to cool off. Because when do you lose the money? When you go crazy, yes? So you have to stop yourself from the times you are going to go crazy. And you will go crazy, I promise you. Right? Guaranteed. So everything that they say, control your emotions and bullshit and blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. How? How can I control my emotions? I can't. Yes, I can control them a lot. And then the beast becomes bigger, becomes stronger, right? So doesn't matter. You can control them maybe a bit longer, and then the beast becomes bigger. And it's going to come and it's going to destroy everything you did, right? So how do we stop this? Well, there is a trick. Shall we tell them? Or let
Do you
them
guys
get...
want to hear it, or do you want to read the book? Both.
Yeah, let them get the book. I make more money. No? Okay. So the trick is... So, okay, let me explain it a bit more. So after I left the bank, okay, and I started trading for myself, it was not easy because there was no one to stop me, right? I would put the money, lose it, put more, yes, same day. So I said, I need to create a method, a structure that is going to stop me from when I go crazy, right? And I would love to have this video, by the way. Huh? Okay. Okay. So, I only have 1 minute. Hey, you cheated. You pressed the button. It went from 5 to 4. I saw. Okay. So 1 minute. So you'll have to read it in the book. So very quickly, what I do is I have 2 accounts. Yes. Actually, I have 1 account with my broker, XM. Okay. And the rest of the money is in the bank. So I started an account 3 years ago just to prove the method of the book. I deposited 250,000. No, actually, I didn't deposit 250,000. I allocated 250,000 for the trading, and I only put 5% of that amount in the broker's account, yes? Okay, the rest in the vault, in the bank, yes? Where I cannot touch. So I put 5% of that amount in the account. I lose it. Okay. I blow the account. Okay. Who cares? I lost only 5%. Yes. Which is the amount I'm willing to risk in a week. Okay. And then the next week, I put more money. But I can only do it once a week, right? And this is the firewall method, which unfortunately I ran out of time to explain more. And so you'll have to buy the book. And the other key before they kick us out is that when you make money, you must also withdraw, yes? And just to cut the long story short, and I can prove it to you, that account that I started 3 years ago, I blew it more times than I can remember. Yes, 500 times. I don't even remember how many times I've blown that account, yes? Do you know how much profit that account is making? $4 million. Okay, I'll show it to you. Come at the XM booth. But because Despina is going to kick us out, yes. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, do I have another minute or two? Thank you so much. So I have a couple of minutes for Q&A. I know I'm perfect, so you don't have any questions. But you can try. And in the meantime, let's take our selfie. Yeah. Let's take our selfie. So pretend that you enjoyed it, everyone, please.
So the previous one with the
This way. One on this side.
1, 2,
Excellent. So, any questions?
1, 2.
Okay, awesome. No
1, 2,
questions.
2.
Now look at this. we are going to give 20 copies of my book, 19 because we already gave one, okay, to the first 20 people who come to the XM booth and register an account, yes? If you already have one, I'm sure the guys will figure out something for you, yes? Okay, so XM booth, I'll be there with 20 copies of the book. Come and get them.
And booth number 7 over there, and we got a social media competition.
Sean, you can come and ask it at the booth, yes? Okay, so let's go to the booth and get some books. Thank you,
Guys,
everyone.
can also win an iPad Pro if you go to XM. Take a
Ooh, and an
selfie,
iPad as well, nice.
share it, come and join us. Thank you so much, guys.